Hey, what's up YouTubers, it's eveRide, and it is Thanksgiving Day 2014, and I have a lot to be thankful for today. My channel has hit a massive milestone thanks to you guys and all of your support. 15,000 subscribers, this is amazing. So I thought I'd kick this off with something big and special. This is the highlights of the whole NOAB trip. Now for the sake of my international friends and copyright issues, I've uploaded the music track for this whole video in a different place. When you're prompted, you're gonna need to click that, otherwise you'll just hear the sound of the bikes. It won't be bad, but it's better with music, so make sure to click that annotation when it comes up so you get the full experience. You're not gonna wanna miss it. You guys, thank you so much. It's you guys that have made this whole thing possible. Much love, and enjoy. Click right now for music, you're not going to want to miss it. This year, some of my best friends and YouTube's greatest adventure and Dualsport motovloggers got together for what we affectionately call NOAB, also known as the November of all braaps. We met in my hometown of St. George, Utah, and we had so much fun.
There goes Kurt like a boss.
Our adventure began on a track about 1.5 miles from my front door. A track that I'd never been on, but was amazing.
Oh my gosh, like a boss. Oh, what? Yes!
Now on this first day of adventure, we did have a massive casualty. Mr. Duff Factor came down to join us, and massively unfortunate, he actually broke his arm. Now just like everybody else, you're going to be able to see all kinds of footage from their channels, so make sure to subscribe to everybody else in these videos.
Oh. Stalled.
So after this trail, we actually had an unfortunate event. Dr. Dualsport's camera fell off, so while a bunch of the crew went back to find it, Kurt and I found some jumps and proceeded to rip. Everything always looks better in slow motion, yeah?
Yeah.
Too bad it doesn't work the same for voices.
Oh, and the little kicker at the end. Oh, it's gonna be so much.
So unfortunately that clip was the last that we had of Mr. Duff Factor before we headed up to the Valley of Gratitude and then stopped for the night where he went to the Instacare and got checked out. On to the next day. This is actually when we found this pool. We called it the swimming pool, and basically we just had a ton of fun taking Dualsports off of jumps that they probably shouldn't go on.
So fun. Time to huck it kind of far.
Such happy people. Oh, case. Flat landing. Nice.
So after some more jumping and exploring and just having fun, we made our way, we separated, but we all made our way to what we call the Purple Roller Coaster, or the Purple Hills. And basically they're these petrified dune things that are just a massive amount of fun. They have all these serpentines on them and stuff, jumps, just fast trails. It's a lot of fun.
And then just kind of get a little whoop. Dude, that was sick.
Now at the bottom of this particular drop-off, it doesn't look very steep, but it was pretty steep. But at the very bottom there was this huge rut, and it just took everybody out. There were like 5 people following me, and we all just got hammered by that rut. Anyway, later that day we found some sand dunes and decided that we should all get some practice riding around in the sand, and it was an absolute blast. Alright, so the footage that you're seeing now is from what we call the Death Star Trench. And the Death Star Trench is a beautiful slot canyon, but it has a treacherous side to it. You see, masked by the beautiful walls and the clear blue sky, up ahead there is something that we should probably call something like the Widowmaker or the toe killer or something like that, because it took out a lot of foot pegs, it took out a lot of toes, a lot of feet. We actually had a pretty serious casualty. Mr. Colorado Dualsport actually broke his toe, and it was that kind of was a trip ender for him, which was really unfortunate. But anyway, here it is in action. Taking people out left and right. Problem is the suspension compresses, and your toes or your foot peg just hammer into it, and it's not a pleasant thing. You can take the left side, but it just kind of bucks you up. You can see Ness there, Dr. Dualsport handling it. MINITSTOP, of course, taking it right up. Here's Ness that easily did it that time.
Here he comes.
The left side pretty much goes straight up, but the right side has that toe smasher, so we decided that since it was kind of the crux of that section of the trip,
here we go.
We might as well just have some fun with it and just try it as many times as we could before breaking our toes.
Nice.
So here's CDS bending his toe back.
We're looking at the carnage, if any. How's it feeling, bro?
See, it's all purple.
So in honor of our fallen comrade, we headed to his canyon. He found this canyon when he was out here riding with me before. This is what we call CDS Canyon, for Colorado Dualsport Canyon. And it's just an amazing little rip. It's a lot of fun. Really fun corners and tight turns. And then just amazing vistas when you pop out of it on the other side. On either side, it's amazing. So before we get to the meat of the trip, a place that I like to call the Badlands, I just thought I'd show some clips of cruising around. Now, St. George and the surrounding areas, Warner Valley and the Arizona Strip, there's a lot to them. And sometimes you just get caught up in going from place to place. The nice thing about St. George is pretty much no matter where you're riding, it's a highlight. There are some amazing parts that you do want to get to, but just cruising back and forth and around to the places is, the whole thing is special.
Oh, don't sing that song! Oh, Seamus!
Sorry. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it worked.
The Badlands down here just have so much variety. There's whoop sections, there's high-speed sections, there's cliffs, there's riverbeds. You're never really on the same kind of terrain, although it's all desert, and some people would see that as a bad thing. It really is just incredible. There's all kinds of different things to ride. There's single tracks that split off all the time. You can ride in riverbeds the whole time. You can ride in slot canyons. You can take whichever route you want. There's no limit on where you can go or what you can do.
Oh, man.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Do them for friends. Well, like some of you guys, man, are, you know, just like brothers now, you know?
You know, right there, Ness said something really powerful. He said that we'd become like brothers. And, you know, that's really how you feel. It's funny, we meet these people online. We meet these people through YouTube, through Facebook, whatever. And whether it's digital or whether we actually get to shake their hands in real life, it's real. And the bond of motorcycling is there, and it's awesome. And I consider these guys to be my best friends. And it doesn't matter if they're states away or if they're worlds away.
Chase cam.
We had a lot of fun. And man, you know, that's the most awesome thing about YouTube. So this is the point in our trip where we got to a place that I like to call the Badlands. And they're called Badlands because they're bad.
Tyler, piece of cake. Ryan, piece of cake.
This is the real playground where the real fun things are. It's also where things get a lot more difficult and a lot more technical, and where the consequences are actually
Yeah.
a lot more deadly. When you're out here, this is the farthest place on the whole loop away from basically the city or any kind of help. There's no cell reception, so if you get stuck, if you get hurt, if you get lost, you're going to be out there for quite a while, and it's not going to be pleasant. So as you can see, we were out there at dusk, And to be totally honest, I've actually never made it back from the Badlands without getting lost to some degree, or having some kind of misfortune befall me, like running out of water. But luckily, it was getting cold, it was getting dark, but we made it out just fine.
Nope. Well, I'm right on your butt, so. Oh, yeah, that was nice. Do the same thing.
Yeah.
The man.
Now, a lot of the Badlands area is absolutely only accessible by motorcycle,
Yeah.
dirt bike, or Dualsport only. Now, I have taken a big 650 up here, but it was slow and unwieldy, and I did crash it a couple of times.
Oh, that was nearly a bump. Give it a little wheelie. Yeah.
Now, this guy right here, you've got to
Like a
subscribe to
boss.
him. His
Like
name's
a-
Dr.
he is
Dualsport,
the-
and he is the savior of all of the trips. I'm telling you, he brought all of his bikes, and when bikes broke, he was there to help. Now, as you can see from the sides here of this mountain, there's some serious consequences if you're to fall off that thing.
Oh, to the right, okay. Yep. Low clearance. Yeah, just look.
Now, some of these hills, like you see Ness going down right here, that's literally pretty much straight down in some of those areas.
Oh!
Oh, yeah, I think I remember that one. Oh! Oh, that was.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, oh! You okay?
Yeah, it's pretty doable. Nice conquerage.
Yeah!
So as you can see here, everybody was struggling. These hills are really steep. It was getting dark, hard to see. We were all really tired. I mean, it was a long day of riding, so everybody was suffering a little bit. Some of the guys came out already tired. Some of them didn't even sleep the night before. So it was a pretty brutal trail. I'm so glad that these guys put up with my decision to keep going on it, and they handled it just fine. But yeah, the fatigue was showing by the end. And we all started to get a little sloppy, so we decided to start heading back as soon as it got quite dark. Now at this point, I was getting pretty nervous because we were just kind of bushwhacking it through a wash, and a lot of the trails out of the wash are hard to see, and you can get stuck in that thing forever. And it's basically just a big, giant, rock-filled boulder field. I mean, it's just not pleasant, but there are places where it opens up and you can speed up a little bit, but most of it's just a lot of baby heads and a lot of tough rocks. You don't want to be out there at night. So we finally made it back onto the main trail. There are a lot of whoops, but we still had fun and continued on to make it home. Anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I'm really stoked to have you all a part of my channel.
Oh, kickstand, kickstand,
enjoy
kickstand.
This final part. Much love,
Oh,
eveRide
jeez.
out.
That would have ended so bad.
Oh, the nipple sweat. That's so nice.
Dude, look at Ryan. From my perspective, it's so cool. Dude, I'm gonna take a picture of you. Nailed it. We'll just cut the first one in, so different camera angle. We are awesome. We never make mistakes.
As the Seamus brothers emerge... Oh, wait, hold on. As the Seamus brothers emerge from the dry, hot desert and look for the sheep they will not see. Doing! Bah! I go with where you go. Oh man, I got that on film. That was sick. Stop laughing! I think I'm just so tired. Okay. That was awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be so much shit!
I want you to do the same thing for me.
That was a really good one. I like the way you said that. I want you to do the same thing for me.
Oh, such a fun day, man. Thank you.